Hello everybody. Once again, I hope I'm doing this right. I'm new to TikTok, so bear with me. In this video, I want to talk a little about something that we've recently listened to, a lot of us, and that is the phone calls, the jail phone calls from prison and from jail when Gypsy was first arrested with Nick, about how she called her father and talked to Christy first and Dee Dee's sister, and how she basically lied her butt off. But first I want to talk about Gypsy's voice and how she uses that voice differently and different accents and everything to manipulate whoever she's talking to get whatever she might want, to get people to believe her, or to, just to lie and get away with it. Gypsy is a natural soprano, so she always has a high register to her voice. I'm a natural soprano, so I have a very high register. Sometimes if I get animated, I sound like Minnie Mouse, okay? You'll hear that in my voice. Now, if I close my vocal cords, I can go multiple steps higher than my natural tone, okay? Let me give you an example. All right, this is my natural tone. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? If I close my vocal cords, hello, everybody. How are you doing? I can do a Marilyn Monroe if I want to seduce a man, and I can sound really submissive and really gentle and in need of help. Or I can go higher. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Annie, and I'm just a little girl, and I need help. I need you to, help me, because I'm being abused. So, can you please help me? Can go even higher. Oh, Daddy, do you still love me, Daddy? Please tell me that I'm a good girl, and you still love me. You see how Gypsy does that? It's real easy. Gypsy is acting. Okay, she was acting all her life with her mother past the age of 14. From birth to 14, she was just being a spoiled brat, okay? After 14, when they moved away, Gypsy was completely in on the con. She knew everything that was going on, and she started acting. She started pretending. When they moved into the house in 2008, she was 17, and she was pretending to be 12. So she used the little girl voice when she was in public, and there were cameras on her, and when she was on stage, and she sang in the really, really high voice, so that everybody would think she was a little girl. Okay? Then, behind the scenes, she was in BDSM groups. And she was Demona Love Slave, and she was using the lower voice and the aggressive tone and the dominant tone, okay, when she was aggressively dominating Nick to get him to do what she wanted. The Ruby voice was different. She has accents for every character, okay? She has a little girl, Kitty, and that's the one she used with her dad when she called him from jail. Daddy, tell me you love me, please. Tell me you think I'm a good girl and you know I'd never, ever hurt my mama. I'd never hurt my mama. Christy, you're my mama now. You're the only mama I have. Now, go to the Dr. Phil interview. Okay, well, no, first go to the interrogation. She's a higher register, but she's not the little itty bitty girl voice. She's just a, me? Why do you think it's me? It's the submissive tone. Sir, I want a lawyer. I need a lawyer, sir. Okay? Then go to the Dr. Phil interview. Is she still the high voice? Is she the interrogation voice? No, she's not. She's the lower register. She's the determined. She's the aggressive. She's the angry. She's angry at Nick for, because he should have just called the police. So she finds him disgusting. She's the low tone, okay? Now, go to the Lifetime show. Is she the little girl voice? No, she's not. That all shows you that she's put this on her whole life. She's been play acting in her own little drama. Okay? Now, we need to stop the bullshit. We need to stop believing her. We need to stop giving her the floor. Okay? Because she takes all the air out of the room. We need to stop letting her lie. We need to stop letting her manipulate everybody. Okay? And Lifetime and the media that has supported her since 2015 and made this all about her, and then Nick was ignored. Okay? You might remember when Nick's trial came along, it wasn't the Nick Godejohn trial. Rolling Stone did an article calling it the Mommy Dead and Dearest trial. Now, how the hell was Nick supposed to get a fair trial when they didn't even bring up all the characters? Gypsy testified to the characters on the stand, and the lawyer asked her to name the characters and, how did they come about? And she lied. She lied her ass off. Because she named all the characters. She said who they were. The Demona was this, and Ruby was that, and Kitty was the little girl. Now, what did she say about Kitty when he asked what was she created for? She said Kitty was created for Nick's little boy. Nick didn't have a little boy. When she was asked on the stand to name Nick's alternate characters, she had no name other than Victor, because he only had one. He had one personality called his dark side, like his dark passenger from Dexter, okay? His dark side. Now, I don't even know if Nick named him Victor or if she named him Victor, okay? Because we know that she was doing vampire play with Dan Gladwell. Dan Gladwell was playing Vampire Masquerade. Don't know, can't prove yet if they were both in Second Life, but I'm pretty sure they were. And I'm going to find that out, Gypsy. Trust me, I'm going to find that out. Okay? Now, we know that Gypsy had a tub full of vampire costumes in the shed. Which brings me back to the baby voice. What was Gypsy doing in that shed? What was she really doing in that shed? We know because she told Nick that she was sending nude pictures to the older men from VisionCon. Okay? She said she was doing it for attention. She never had sex with any of them, but she had sex with Dan. Now, what was she doing in that shed? Was she sending naked pictures to men who thought she was 15 years old when she knew she was 20? Okay? Was she using that to blackmail those men? Were you, Gypsy? Okay. We'll find out. We'll find out everything about you. Because we're not little old ladies out here that don't have lives. We're not bored and having to live vicariously through you. What we are is a bunch of mama bears who know what you did to Nick Godejohn. We have autistic people in our lives that we love. Okay? We know how those people live, how those people think. Okay? We know the world they live in. We know the world that Nick was living in. And you're going to call him an autistic buttercup? Okay? You got a bunch of mama bears out here. They're going to take your ass down. And you've got a bunch of real survivors of trauma and abuse. Abuse that you couldn't even imagine with your vivid imagination. And every time we see you, it's like a gut punch. And we're going to take you off the web. You're not going to have the life you think you're going to have. We're going to show the world exactly who you are until the end of time. Goodbye, everybody.